Hello, good morning and welcome to the Quebber channel. I am Jason, your host, and this is Beryl and Bertie. I hope everybody's okay. I shaved my hair off today. It got to that stage where it would drive me crazy if I didn't. Yeah, it's a weird thing. Well, it's just part of what's wrong. If I wake up, it can be 3 a.m. in the morning, it doesn't matter what time. And my hair's got to that part where my brain notices my hair and says, that hair's too long. It's starting to itch. I don't like that hair. I don't have the choice of just turning over in bed, going back to sleep. I won't be able to. Oh, and if you won't go off, no game running, so I know you'll go sleep. Looks at me as if I say, you should have a game going so I can watch it. She's a good girl. Just has to make sure Beryl does that she's not missing out on a game that I'm running or something. And then we'll just go back to sleep. Today I will be cooking a lobby at 2 p.m. UK time. Now the reason I say UK time instead of GMT time is because GMT time can be minus 1 hour or plus. It just confuses me. So I just say UK time, whatever the time is now. As of now, it is 9 o'clock in the morning. At 2 p.m. or round about that, I will be creating a lobby. Now, what is a lobby? A lobby is a local dish. It came around when this place was built up. My house was built in 1926. It's almost 100 years old, and a lot of this area was for the creation of pottery. I am right in the centre of that. Wedgwood is just round the road. Royal Dalton, companies known all around the world, are positioned here, and this is where they all started. And two things: the war and the poor lifestyle of potters and that meant that a great community feel was created in these days. With street parties and everything, if you look back at the pictures then, people came together to look after each other. And this is where the lobby came into being. Lobby, to lob, to throw. Lob is a UK word for throwing, to lob. So what would happen is, because money was scarce, food was very scarce, rationing and all that. So all the households would get together. Someone might have a potato, a carrot. Someone might have something else, a bit of meat still on the bone from last night's food and so on. And they would take out a big metal bath or something, put it over a fire, and everybody would lob in some food. And they would create a huge stew, almost like a casserole, but not cooked in an oven. And they would cook you up. They would add what little tiny bit of spices, and that someone might have some salt, someone might have some pepper and that. And then everybody would eat from that, would get a bowl and grab a bowl full of lobby. And it became a local tradition. Every single household in Stoke-on-Trent, if you come from this area, if you were raised here, if your grandparents and that lived in this area, will have their own recipe for a lobby. There is no exact recipe, and everybody will tell you, my mum makes the best lobby. And lots of time children will have grown up during the modern times on a cold winter's day. It would be lobby that we'd serve. My dad always made the lobby. Not because of any gender thing, but just he loved to use the pressure cooker. My mum cooked at nights, usually, because when my dad worked, and my dad cooked at the weekend, and so on. So the base of a lobby is usually potatoes, carrots. Some people have onions, some people put mushrooms in. Today, every time I do a lobby, it's different. And the thing about a lobby is, the longer the ingredients soak together after they've been cooked, the better it tastes. Then the second bowl is always nicer than the first bowl. And you eat it during the day, and then I will freeze up some in these little cartons I've got and put in the freezer. And it's just a mainstay of Staffordshire and Stoke-on-Trent. I'm sure everywhere has these little recipes that have grown up, that have become part of your history. You're enjoying yourself, Beryl, cleaning yourself. Yes, I can see you on the camera. Oh, you want to come over for a look now, because I've mentioned you. Oh, I haven't made a lobby for a long time. But the whole point, my lobby today is going to be using what's left of my mushrooms. I've got some half a tin of potato that I used in another recipe in the fridge. I've got a little bit of tomato, chopped tomatoes that I put in. I've got some nice sausages and bacon. Sausages and bacon will be the two meats in it. And what I'll do, usually it takes about an hour to an hour and a half to cook a lobby, but I'm going to use the Instapot, which does it in about 20 minutes. So that will be at 2 p.m. UK time today, and then of course it will go up onto my channel in the Cooking with Jason playlist. I always record it so anybody who couldn't watch can watch it then. Just have a chat while I'm doing all of that. People really seem to be inspired and like my cooking, because unlike a lot of cooking programs out there that are on YouTube and that, mine are not photoshopped or edited in any way. If I make a mistake, you see the mistake. Everything's real time. There's no, that's why I do it as a stream as well as a recording, because like everything I do on, go on, I don't know. For some reason you thought something else was being done over here because I mentioned your name. I'm watching you, Jason, I'm watching you, just in case. He loves that chair because the radiator right up against it. The camera may fall down because it's been held in place by half a piece of duct tape, a little tiny piece of duct tape. Duct tape makes the world go round. Oh yeah, this is part of my, I'm not the best cook. I love the kitchen. I'm very comfortable in the kitchen. Kitchen helps my brain. It's another part of it keeps my brain mellow. I love to mess about with ingredients. Why I don't follow exact recipes. Grilled cheese was nice yesterday that I did on my program. That was very nice. First time I'd done it. Kayla helped me because of course she's American and they know how to make grilled cheese channel. So God, they were nice. And I tell you what, a grilled cheese sandwich with sliced tomatoes inside is to die for. It's gorgeous, really gorgeous. Oh, thank you to Kayla for that. Beryl's investigating the wall. Beryl loves shadows on walls as well. Highly defined shadows on walls interest her. But yeah, I think there's too much photoshopping on YouTube. There's too much editing. There's too much do another take. Only show the perfect. Don't show the real you. And it must be so tiring to have to keep that persona up. Of course, it's a good way of keeping themselves safe. A lot of people have got families and they've got to keep themselves safe. They've got to compartmentalize who they are and who they are on channel. Like I've always said to you, if you follow an actor or actress, you don't know who they are by the parts they play. You don't. If they're a good actor or actress, they could be playing the nicest part, most lovable character. But in real life, they could be a complete and total asshole and bastard. You don't know. And the same goes for YouTube and that. I'm not saying all people are assholes, but if you follow someone on YouTube or on stream, understand that most of the people are putting on a persona. You're not seeing their real life. You're not seeing their interaction with their family. You're not seeing how, as have been shown sometimes, a person mutes his channel or forgets to mute his channel, turns around to his wife and shouts at her. Happens on these streams and that. That's when you see the real them. But most of them, this culture of to be perfect, got to edit, got to make everything thingy to get the views and that. You know, I don't really mind about any of that. So I can be me. I can just be me. There's no pressure on me to be anybody else. People have come on my channel and said, oh, you should do this for your branding. You should do this, this and this. It's going to make it better. Oh, don't do that. It'll affect your branding. Oh, gosh. Not just me. I'm Jason. Just about the only things I keep secret is my address. Although some people on channel, once COVID's off, I'm doing that. Come visit who live in the area, who live in this general area of England. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? I mean, I've faced watching my wife die. Nothing can happen in my life that's going to come close to that. This doesn't mean I'm fatalistic in that. I always take precautions. I've got my dogs. My house is secure. I have all my passwords encrypted. I don't tell people my bank account and all that kind of stuff. I don't go that far, of course. But what you see of me is me. Because it's part of my therapy, I've got to be me. I've got to show what it's like. And if I'm having a bad day, if my ADHD is kicking in, like you saw a week ago or so on my streams, my brain was completely concentrated on buying a Twitch. I had to have a Switch. I had to buy a Switch. I wanted a Switch for games that were coming out next year. My brain was racing and focused and had to do this, had to do this, had to get it no matter what. Bloody stupid idea. Really stupid idea. After all, I play all my games and everything with you lot. I don't want to be looking down at a control system. I really don't. Because how I couldn't stream doing this, looking at a control system down here and watching it. I'd feel disconnected from all of you. I play my game here and you're here next to me on this monitor, talking to me, chatting with me, giggling gleefully as I fall over and die in a game. I just can't do those kind of things. There's no point to it. I was falling asleep. Bertie won't fall asleep until I stop stroking him. You're all amazing, you really are. Anybody who follows my channel or watches my videos is brilliant. You've made such a difference to me over the year. And I'm happy with my computer system here. It does what I wanted it to. It does everything I want it to. I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk. I know probably next year sometime I'll have to buy a new graphics card because the 1080 Ti has lost it a huge amount of time in my primary rigs. It's an amazing graphics card, the 1080 Ti is. And I've slowly evolved, slowly changed. But all of this has made such a difference to my life. I'm still alive, I'm still here instead of dead. This isn't a drama thing or thingy, it's the truth, and anybody who's followed my channel knows how close I came to ending it. At one point in time, I went around to all of the channels that Paola followed and said goodbye to them. This wasn't me trying to gain attention. I had wrote Paola's story in a novella. I had put it up on Amazon and available free on my website. Paola's story would be told to people. I had made sure that these two dogs would be able to go with next door. Trevor would take them on, so they would be okay. Paola was gone and I was in so much pain and suffering from it. And I saw no way out because I was reliving her death every day because of the PTSD. And so I went round. I went to the Marvel universe and again I said thank you for such wonderful films and goodbye. People tried to offer me advice of what to do in that, but nothing was going through hell. And the last place I went to was the fateful one that actually worked. That's in my links underneath the video. Massive Entertainment, the ones that did the Division and the Division 2. Something about that day in March when I logged onto the original Division just to walk around one last time and say goodbye to the place and think about all the places me and Paola had used to go out and hunt there. I logged off there and a message came up saying, would you like to try Division 2? And I thought, I forgot to lose. I'm not saving my money in the bank account for anything. Grabbed that money, entered, and thought, okay, let's see what they've made of Division 2, because I really love Division 1. And so it came about. I logged on and I played it for a few hours. And when I logged off, I went to bed the next day, I wanted to log on again. And that's when I wrote the letter to Massive and put it on their forum explaining, thank you, you may have just saved my life. That link's in my post underneath here as well. I began to live, not for myself, but for all of you. I began to inspire people And why I do all this, it's never been about money, because as long as I've got enough to live on, I will never be able to save money. Never. That's one thing my brain just doesn't allow. If I've got money in the bank account, my brain will start thinking of, oh, we can use this, we can use this, we can use this. Oh, what should we do? What should we do? It's the old saying of money burns a hole in your pocket. Well, with my brain, it does. So I have to use it in some way. I try to use it constructively, but I can't save back enough money to rebuild these computers if anything happens. I wish I could. This is why I've got this computer, a backup computer upstairs, and my streaming laptop in the kitchen that I'm doing the food with. So I've always got a backup if something fails, and I can scramble around and sort out the damage. This is my life. Well, it's not too bad a life, actually, when you think about it. A lot of you think that I am through tragedy, and yes, I am. But how many of people out there get to make a difference to people all over the world? That is the only reason I would like my channel shared more. That is the only reason. Because the way I get to inspire people and make people smile, and people come to me and ask me advice, and people leave me a message and saying, I'm going through this. Thank you for doing your video. It really helped. Or a post you did on Reddit made me realize just how much I have at the moment. That's wonderful. I get to make a difference to people out there. And that's a pretty good life, isn't it? I had 20 years with Paola, looking after her. I wish I was still with her. But now I can continue every day, deal with my problems and try to help people with their problems. It's a good life. I'm happy to be helping other people with the message of, remember what you've got now. Appreciate what matters to you. That gaming helps. Don't feel guilty about gaming. If you work and you come home and the first thing you want to do is just sit in front of your computer if you're alone and play your game and it makes you feel better, then fuck yes, do it. This year's been absolutely horrible. It's been a monster of a year. So this is Jason for the Quebberisme channel. I hope you're all having a good day. Hope you all care about and appreciate those that matter to you. And I hope you're all doing what you want to in life. And I've come to the conclusion what matters. Remember, if you come on my stream, you can ask me anything. We can talk about any subject. And if you want to chat to me, you can talk to me on Reddit. Not perfect, I never will be. Perfection isn't needed. Be who you are. So this is Jason. I'm going to say bye-bye for now. Bell's zonked out, and yeah, and Bertie's just been sitting here all this time because he's going to love. So bye-bye for now.